right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, AD744. So today, guys, we do our Copa America stream, guys. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm not sure you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat, guys. You guys. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So please remember to like and subscribe, of course. And we're going to go ahead and let people know we're live. So, live now. Let me just send the post. And yeah, let me just send the post right live. So live now. Live now. Live. Yeah. So I'll give you guys a few seconds, a few minutes for you guys to join in, pop here and there. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. So hope we can get some of you guys to join. I'm currently waiting on my guest. I'm not sure my guest is going to join. Rank will not be able to join today's stream, by the way. He's busy. He's busy, so he'll not be able to join our stream for today. So yeah, hopefully we can get hopefully he can join. So let me go ahead and send the link here. So let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. So I'm gonna get started once we have once we have people in the audience, because I don't want to do the stream if no one's gonna be here listening. So hopefully we can get some of you guys to join, and I guess we'll start when you guys are ready. All right, now we have 3 people here. So let me share my screen. Albert Kerner says, big up AD. Thank you for joining, Albert. Thank you for joining, man. We finally have someone here in the chat, man. Finally, someone here in the chat. I don't know why it took 5 minutes for us to get someone here in the chat, but, better late than never. Albert, if you want to come on and give your thoughts about the games, I'm more than welcome to. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a link there. Or on Discord, I could also send a link there. So hope we can get some guests to join. But if not, I could just do this by myself. Like, there's no problem. And yeah, so we're gonna start with the first game, which we hear. And yeah, Albuquerque says, "Don't perform like France." Like the video, yes, guys, get the likes, man. Got the likes, man. We need to be reaching at least 10 likes. At least 10 likes, guys. We have to be reaching at least 10. So come on, guys, get in the habit of liking the video, guys, liking the stream. So, yeah, let me send the link here. Oh shoot. I sent the Streamyard link. I'm going to send the YouTube link. There we go. All right, let's start with the first game we got here, guys. It is Argentina 2, Canada 0. I don't really have much to say about this game, guys. RG got a routine win. Canada did play well, and I thought Canada did play well for like the first 20 minutes or so. But then once Argia got that goal, which was a great pass there for DePaul, a brilliant pass there from DePaul to Alvarez, it was going to be very tough for Canada to get back. Messi had some chances. Guys, Messi's finishing on the day was awful. I know he scored that great goal in the second half. My goodness me, though. Messi should have had like at least 2 or 3 goals. His finishing was so bad, and it was surprising to see because I think Messi has still been Messi in this tournament, but his goal scoring has been a bit questionable. And, we'll get on to Messi in a bit. In the second half, man, Orji gets a goal there. Great pass that is from Enzo Fernandez to Messi. There was a long check if the goal stood or not. Messi kept himself onside. It's 2-0. And Orji just kind of cruised through. They made substitutions. Alvarez came off. McAllister came off. And you could just tell by the 60th minute or so, the game was pretty much over. Canada did have a late couple of chances right at the end to claw a deficit to get a consolation goal. Emi Martinez made a save, and Alphonso Davies gets injured. So I wish Davis a speedy recovery. Hopefully he gets back as soon as possible because Davis is a player that I really like. He's one of my favorite Canadian players. And yeah, I just think for Argentina, man, it was cruise sailing. They got the win at the end, which we expect. Was it the most convincing win? Not necessarily. And I think this one was a better win than against Ecuador. The performance against Ecuador was really shocking. This one was much better, but I still feel like Argentina have to be really better in terms of their fullbacks because I think their fullbacks was particularly shocking on the day. Like Montiel and Tagliafico, I don't think had a great game given the amount of chances Canada created, especially in the second half. Midfield-wise, pretty good. I think Enzo had a much better game. I think Enzo being deeper is his position. And I think Alvarez is a starter material. I think Lautaro is just better off the bench. And for Argentina, man, they have to create more chances because only getting 3 shots on target is good. But it is concerning that you only created 3 shots on target. That is a bit concerning given how many chances given how many shots you had in the game. So for Argentina, I think they have to be a bit better in the finishing aspect. I think it's one thing to take note of. And I just think for Argentina, man, we'll see what Argentina is made of on Sunday. I'll be doing a big preview with Rank, by the way, for that and my Colombian friend. So hopefully, that hopefully will be dropping probably on Friday, Saturday more likely. I think I'll probably drop more on Saturday. But the Euros one will be out tomorrow, hopefully. It'll be out tomorrow, hopefully, guys, hopefully. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Canada does in the 3rd place game. Albert says, I expect more from Canada. Albert, man, you sure did, man. You sure did. But yeah, let me just quickly talk about Canada. I think the best players in Canada and the Copa America have been Johnston. I think Johnston's been amazing. Crepu's been amazing. Bombita's been great. Shavelsberg has been great. I think Kone Estakio has been great. And I'll be honest with you guys, Alphonso Davis and Jonathan David were pretty underwhelming this tournament. Now, I'm not going to say they were terrible. I think terrible is a bit harsh, but they were underwhelming. I think that's fair to say. And I think for Canada, let's see what they do in that 3rd place game. Because if they could get 3rd against Uruguay, that'll be a statement of a win. Because Uruguay, is the favorite for that game. And so I just think for Canada in particular, they have to keep the core the same. And I think what makes Canada so good is in transition. And transition, Canada can create a lot of chances. It's just that Canada have to improve their finishing. And I think that's one big takeaway they have from this Copa America is that despite making the semifinals in your debut tournament, you have to improve the finishing aspect because you cannot be missing these kind of amount of chances in a World Cup because Canada's next big tournament will be the World Cup. I know people tell me the Gold Cup. Guys, the Gold Cup isn't that revered. So I think for Canada, we'll see what they do in the World Cup because that's where we're going to see the true Canada. But shout out to Canada, man. Making the semifinals, their debut tournament is an absolute incredible achievement. And Jesse Marsch, man, you have to give him a lot of credit for what he's done with the national team too. Have them qualify for the semifinals is an incredible achievement. And could this be done with John Herdman? Because as good as John Herdman was, John Herdman did a great job with Canada. I think he was a bit too naive in the tournaments. And I think Canada playing too much possession-based football wasn't the right go because I feel like he was a good manager to set the foundation, set the quality. Because let's be real, guys. A lot of what Jesse Marsch is doing is building off of John Herdman. But now Jesse Marsch is taking it to one level now and that they can get results. Because they were showing good signs under John Herdman in the World Cup, but they weren't getting the results that they needed. Here, now they're getting the results. And I think Canada is just better as a counterattacking team. I don't think this team can play possession-based football. I even said this in my tier list, guys, when I was doing this, I think with Silva. And so I think if Canada can be more in transition, then they could maybe make the quarterfinals. They could make the quarterfinals. And the fact that they made the semis is an incredible achievement. So shout out to Canada, man, what they've done and what they've achieved. Jesse Marsch, you have to give him a lot of credit what he's achieved. And for Argentina, as I said, man, I still expect more from Argentina. I don't know. This team doesn't seem like the same team from World Cup 2022. Obviously, the players are the same, but it doesn't seem like they have the same kind of hunger or motivation, desire. I don't know. It just kind of feels like that to me with Argentina is that I don't see the same kind of drive, the same kind of push as we saw in the World Cup 2022 and the Copa America 2021. I just don't see the same urge from Argentina, but who knows? Maybe Argentina is being conservative. Maybe they're going to conserve the energy and save it for the final, and we will see the true best version of Argentina. Anyways, let me go through you guys' comments, and then we're going to move to the next game, guys. We're going to move to the next game. Let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Jonathan David had a poor tournament. Yeah, Jonathan David was a bit underwhelming. Like, if we're keeping it real, Jonathan David did not have a great tournament. He was a bit underwhelming in this tournament. So, yeah, you kind of expect more from Jonathan David in particular. He was underwhelming. Albuquerque says, do you think any Canadian players can get a big club move after the Copa America? Maybe Schaffelberg. I think he could get a move. I think, well, Bombita's already made the move to Marseille, I believe. No, sorry, Kone. Kone's got the move to Marseille. I think Kone's going to go to Marseille. Yeah, Kone's already at Marseille. Technically, that was before the Copa. Jonathan David, potentially. And I would say Bombita. Johnston, maybe Johnston as well. He's 25. So I'd say Johnston, Bombita, Schaffelberg, and David. I think those are the four players that can potentially make a big move. So, yeah. Canada just won one game. HKR says, yeah, that is true. But you still have to say it's an incredible achievement because many of us, when we made our predictions for the Copa America, many of us had Canada go out the group stage. Hardly a few people had them to make have them get out of the group. And even those people that had them to get out of the group didn't have them to make the semifinals. So I know what you're saying, HKR, and you are technically correct that Canada have only just won one game, but it's still incredible. It's still incredible to see. And I don't care how many draws or wins you have. It's just about making it far. Look at Croatia, for instance. I think Croatia tied 3 of the games last World Cup. They still made it to the semifinals. In fact, they actually tied 4 games. They only won 1 game of the group stage, and they made it all the way to the semifinals. So it doesn't matter about the win part. It's about just getting it, just winning on pens, and Croatia just have that mentality. Do you think Croatia cares the fact Croatia couldn't care about that, And sometimes it's better not to win all your games. It's better to build as the tournament goes on. So I understand what you're meaning, HKR, and you are technically correct. That is true, but it is still incredible to see what happened. H-Car says Shavelberg. Crepu. Okay, now Crepu was a good shout. I actually forgot about him. Crepu had a good tournament for Canada. See, the thing is, he's 30. He's Portland Timbers. I am not so sure. I'm not so sure of Crepu. But he potentially could. I mean, goalkeepers do play at a very late age. They typically retire at a very late age. So it wouldn't surprise me if he does get a Europe move, but I think it's more unlikely. I think he's going to stay MLS. I don't think he's going to move abroad. But if he does, it would be incredible. It would be absolutely incredible if he does. So, yeah. Let's move to this. So, I think that's pretty much about it for this game, guys. So we're going to go ahead and move to the next game, guys. The next game we got here. Now, this game, I have a lot to say, guys. A lot to say upon this game. Uruguay 0, Colombia 1. Wow. Colombia, man. This was an incredible performance. And yeah, I think it's interesting because I feel like we have to have a convo, guys, about Uruguay. We have to have a conversation because Uruguay, we're very hyped up a lot. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Uruguay was the second most picked team to do well in this tournament after Argentina, of course. The fact that Uruguay got to semifinals is great and all. But if you actually look at context, Uruguay weren't as convincing as you may have expected them to. Guys, Uruguay have been really poor in the last 3 games. Uruguay only scored 1 goal in the last 3 games. That is shocking. And there's a certain Uruguayan that I think it's the guy we have to talk about is Darwin Núñez. I've said this before, guys, with Darwin Núñez. He's a good player. He's a decent player. He's not a world-class player. He is not a world-class striker. Anybody that says he's a world-class striker, you're just being dumb. You're just being dumb. He isn't world-class. He's a good player. He's a decent player, but he's not anything extraordinary. He's not like world-class. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. The thing with Núñez is that he's such a hot and cold player. Times he can be very good. At times he can be very bad. He's just one of those players that is inconsistent. That's the main takeaway. He's not a player that's consistent whatsoever. And I think that's a big thing for Darwin Núñez because he has potential. He can be a great player. And I think maybe as he gets older, he might be better. But as right now, man, he had so many missed chances that first half. Guys, he missed so many chances. I look at this chance right here. Which was it? That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. All 4 of the chances he had in the first half should have been a goal. And the thing is, Núñez is just that type of player. He misses so many chances. And I told you guys about Colombia. Colombia are very good with set pieces. I even said this against Panama. Colombia are very good with set pieces. I am actually going to say this right now. I think Colombia is a very good team on set pieces. Actually, I'm going to say this right now, guys. I think Colombia might be the best team in terms of set pieces in this tournament. And Colombia just offer you that. And that was a great assist there for James Rodriguez to Lerma. Lerma getting the goal. Great header there. And that is James' 6 assists, guys. I'm telling you this right now, guys. No other player has got 6 assists in the Copa America. Not even Lionel Messi has got 6 assists. I think Lionel Messi has got 5 for the last Copa America. I'll have to double check that. But I know Lionel Messi didn't get 6. So it just shows you how important James is to this team. And we have to talk about Núñez, man. That Núñez guy is such an idiot. Why would you make those 2 stupid fouls, especially the second one, when you're already knowing that you're on a yellow card and you could potentially get a second yellow? Why on the earth would you do that elbow? It was just so stupid. Gets sent off, and now it's completely changed the game because now Colombia have to go defensive now because they're a man down. And this is what makes Colombia hard, is that can Colombia defend for their lives in the second half? You know, and that's the thing that was the thing that I was worried about, is that with this game, because the thing is with red cards, guys, red cards completely change the game. Red cards change the game in the sense that one team goes defensive, one team goes offensive. And that's just how the nature is. Like, And which is why whenever a red card is given, I usually don't like the game. I usually think the game gets worse because usually the team with the man advantage usually wins. But this time it didn't fall to be. It didn't came out to that way. And you have to give credit to Nestor Lozaro. He made some brilliant changes at halftime. Took an Arias. He brought in the right back. I believe it is Castaño. Yeah, Castaño. He came on, did the job at the right back, and Rios had to get subbed off. And guys, I think Rios has been fantastic in this Copa America. He's been such a good player for them. And Uribe and Castaño came on. Guys, those chances that Uribe and Castaño had in the last couple of minutes was crazy, guys. Those two players missed some golden opportunities. And for Uruguay, as I said, man, they have their late chance. Obviously, a Suarez chance when he hit the post was big. I think Uruguay had a chance there. But really, honestly, guys, Uruguay didn't really create any genuine great goal scoring opportunities in the second half. And you could just tell with the Uruguay is that they need more players that are clinical. Because I think Uruguay have a lot of good technical players. I think Araujo is good. Pelistri is good. Valverde, De La Cruz. You got Descata coming off the bench. You got Oliveras. But the thing is, Uruguay don't have those cold-blooded finishers. They don't have anyone like that. The closest they have is Cavani. And I think Cavani could have been critical in this game, guys. I think Cavani, if Cavani was playing this game, Cavani could have scored a goal in this game. Guys, Cavani could have scored a goal. And I think that's what the issue is for Uruguay, is that they have too many players that are kind of around the same level, but there's not enough cold-blooded finishers. There's not enough of that. And I think that's the problem with Uruguay, is that there's not enough of cold-blooded finishers. And you have to get, and what was also very interesting, the fact that Uguatu is played as a center back when he's traditionally a CDM. And obviously, Caceres started this game because obviously that suspension to Hernandez and the red card against Brazil. And yeah, just like for Uruguay, they were just underwhelming. Bentancur got injured early on. And I just think for Uruguay, man, they just need more finishers in this team. And for Colombia, man, this is a statement of a win. Statement of win, guys. Guys, this is Colombia's first final since 2001 in the Copa America, guys. This is an incredible achievement for Colombia. So shout out to Colombia, man, for making the first Copa America final in so many years. It's an incredible achievement. And you have to give applaudance to that because it's tough, man. It's tough, man. So shout out to Colombia, man, for what they achieved. And for Uruguay, man, very disappointing for Uruguay. Very disappointing. This is the first time I found Uruguay made since 2011, and it's heartbreak for them. So for Uruguay, man, they do have the third place game against Canada, which, let's be real, Uruguay should be winning that game. But if Uruguay don't win that game against Canada, I'm sorry, this is a failure of a tournament. This is a failure of a tournament. Uruguay have to get third. If Uruguay don't get third, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. If they so yeah, we have the final on Sunday, guys. Argentina versus Colombia. That should be a great final, guys. We're gonna have a huge preview with my guest, with my Colombian friend and my Argentinian friend. I'm guessing we'll probably record tomorrow night because today they're kind of busy. They have other stuff. But tomorrow night, guys, we're gonna get that preview and hopefully get it out for you guys early in the morning and Saturday for you guys. So remember, guys, tomorrow, guys, we're going to have the Euro final preview. My two guests have already sent their clips. So I'm going to combine that together, merge it together, and get that out for you guys, that preview for you guys, that prediction and preview for you guys out tomorrow, guys. So let me read some last couple of comments before I round off. I guess this is good that we had a short stream. We didn't have a lot of people here in the stream. So, yeah, let's go ahead and read some of you guys' comments. Uruguay have good strikers, but not good creative players. Yeah, I would say – I would actually say it's the other way around, HQR. I actually would say the other way around. I think Uruguay actually have a lot of creative players, but there's not a lot of good strikers. I would actually say it's the other way around, actually. Alcor says, I knew Uruguay wouldn't make the final, and Darwin just wasn't clinical enough in the knockouts. Alcor said, do you think Suarez sticks around for qualified games, or will the third place game be his last? Yeah, it was actually crazy to me is that Suarez barely played in this Copa America. And when Suarez came on, he almost scored, guys. Suarez had that great opportunity here, guys. This was a huge opportunity, man, Suarez, when he hit the post. That was a huge chance. So I think the thing is he's 37. He's 37. I think that third place game may be his last game in international tournaments. Now, he may stick around the qualifiers, but in terms of like tournaments, I think this will be his last. I don't think he's going to the next World Cup. I don't think he is. I don't think he is, Albert. So, yeah, I think the third place game will probably be his last game in the international tournaments. So, yeah. Guys, get the likes up and get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Let's try to get up to 8 likes. I don't know if we can get up to 10 since we have a small audience, but let's at least get up to 8. Okay, we're at 8, so that's great. That's good to see. Good to see. And I'm sure people will probably watching the replay this stream, so that's good. Optimus Prime says 80 sub, man. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining, Optimus Prime. It says, are we talking about the finals? No, we're talking about the Copa America semifinals. We're not gonna talk about the final for today, guys. We're not gonna preview the finals since I don't have any guests on. So I'm gonna save that for the videos, guys. So remember, guys, to subscribe to stay notified whenever those videos drop, because I'm gonna drop my Euros final preview tomorrow, guys. And then the Copa America one will probably drop on Saturday. So Optimus Prime says Uruguay has to win the match. Yeah, Uruguay have to get third place. If Uruguay don't get third place, it'd be disgraced. It'd be disgraceful. It would be disgraceful if they get third place. Optimus Prime says Colombia been waiting for this, but can they get past Argentina? That is interesting, Optimus Prime, because we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that later time, but that should be a good final, guys. That's gonna be a great final. I'm very much looking forward to that final, guys. That's gonna be a good final. Albuquerque says that the only other final Colombia played was against Peru in the 70s, and we won that one 1-0. All right. Vlahovic says Trepen was almost close to drawing with the team of the UCL qualifiers. Wow. Yeah, Vlahovic. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm sorry I couldn't get the qualifiers out for you guys, the Conference League qualifiers. I was going to do last night, then I just forgot about it. But, guys, I think what I'm going to do is this. For the Conference League qualifiers, I think I'll do the I think I might just react to this games where I think I'm just going to react to the games that occurred and give you guys how surprised I am when I do the next round predictions. So I'm very sorry I didn't get those predictions out for you guys. I just didn't have enough time. And, yeah, I'll try to get it out for the next round, guys. I'll try to get it out for the next round. So, yeah. Vlahovic says 10 likes. See? Wow, we got 10 likes? Wow, that's crazy. Let me actually go check, guys. Are we on 10 likes, guys? Are we on 10 likes? Hopefully we are. Hopefully we are, guys. So yeah, hopefully we're on 10 likes, guys. Yes, we're on 10 likes, guys. Get the likes. Can we get up to 15 now? 15 is not the next target. I don't think we can get up to 15. But 10 is good, man. 10 is good. So I'm happy with that, man. Happy with that. Average condable matches, 1 million cards. Vlahovic says hi. Sorry, I'm late. Thank you for no worries, man. No worries. Thank you for joining, Vlahovic. Patrick Mealy says Colombia did something expectable. They're in the final. Yeah, they're in the final. That is true. I'm not sure if this was expected though, because I think more people expected Uruguay to win. But yeah, Colombia, man, they did it, man. They did it. Vlahovic says, but they've been hot form, Patrick. That C was better than CR7. C. I love Vlahovic. And yeah, man, so shout out to Colombia, man, getting the job done. And man, it was crazy, guys. I was getting worried for Colombia when they brought Yeremy on. I was like, oh my God, Yeremy's on. Colombia might be finished here. And Yeremy actually had a great, it was great, a great defensively, man, which is crazy. So yeah, Colombia, man, they need to be, they have to, Colombia definitely needs the, what is it called? So I think for Colombia going into the final, guys, it's going to be tough for them because Rios could be out and Muniz could be out. So because, guys, Muniz has been great for Colombia this tournament, guys. He was such a great for them offensively. He brought so much defensive stability as well. And yeah, so it's going to be sad to see Muniz not be there for the final. Obviously he's suspended. And yeah, just think for Rios, man. I hope Rios is back because Rios is so critical for Colombia. If Colombia don't have Rios, it's going to be very tough for them in the midfield because he's such an important player at Palmeiras. He's a DM, and honestly, he should be playing at Europe, man. He's just that good, man. He's that good. Suarez is a better forward for Uruguay. Respect AD. Yeah, I know. I mean, Suarez is good. But I'm saying right now, Suarez is not at the same level. Dude, the guy is not the same. Like Suarez, like in terms of all time, he's obviously up there in terms of strikers. Like he was obviously up there. But I really do feel like Uruguay missed Cavani. I think Cavani miss was very, very critical, guys. I think if Cavani had played this game, it could have been a different story because Cavani is clinical, guys. Suarez is clinical, but I think Cavani is more clinical than Suarez. Can't wait for the Nations predictions. Yeah, that's gonna be coming out. That's gonna be coming. Vlahovic, man, so much football, man, so much football. Vlahovic says intercontinental tournaments never make sense. Hamas is back on his 2014 World Cup form. Yeah, Hamas is cooking, man. Hamas is cooking. Optimus Prime says, I expected Suarez to start with Nunes and dominate. I blame the coach. Yeah, Bielsa, man. I don't know what you were doing, man. You should have You should have brought Suarez a lot earlier, man. He brought Suarez on. What minute he brought on? He brought him on 67th minute, man. He should have came on a halftime. He should have came on a halftime, man. It was very stupid from Bielsa, man. And I'm sorry, guys. Bielsa just isn't a tournament coach. He is a good league coach, but I don't think he's a tournament coach. And we saw it on the day, guys, because Bielsa has not won any trophies he's not won any trophies with the national team, and that still continues. So yeah, man. So like I said, man, I think we're gonna round up for you guys. We had a small stream, guys. So Vlad versus, I forgot that Cavani plays. So anyways, we've been here for 30 minutes, guys. I think that's a good stream. We got through the main talking points I wanted to go through. So let me give you guys a quick schedule what's going to be coming up next. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to have the member stream. So if you're a member, guys, the member stream will take place tomorrow, of course. We're going to also have the Pokemon stream tomorrow on the second channel, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, tomorrow, we're obviously going to have our Euro final preview. I'm going to be uploading that for you guys tomorrow morning. That will be out for you guys. I'll have to do my preview as well, put my preview, and then merge the other two guys' preview. We'll get that out for you guys Friday morning. Then Saturday, we'll be doing the Copa America one for you guys. And then Sunday, we're going to have our 2 live reactions, of course, to both of the finals. And obviously, Saturday, we also have a Twitch stream as well. And yeah, that good stuff, man. That good stuff. So let me read some of the final comments before I head out, guys. Before I head out. So Vlad versus Cincinnati, top of the league. That guy, Hamas on Colombia team, he's back. And I mean, he's back. Scaring me. He has something to prove from 2014. Yeah. Yeah, something to prove, man. Maybe 2014. 2014, man. 2014. So Optimus Prime says, agree, AD, halftime for Suarez. Yeah, Suarez should have came on halftime, especially when you're a man up. It's really bad. And one last thing before I round up, guys. Uruguay not scoring Colombia is disgraceful. You have a man advantage and you still can't score is embarrassing. It's disgraceful. And yeah, so Vlad says, good. Enjoy your vacation. Yes, I'll be going on vacation, guys, officially from Monday. So Monday, I will be going for vacation. So I will be trying to schedule some videos for you guys. I might, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably record the tier list today. I'll record like all the nations except maybe like the final 2. And I'll get that out for you guys. And so that way, during my vacation, you guys will still get the videos, but it just won't be as regularly or as often. I'll schedule it for you guys so you guys can enjoy that and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and work on those videos in the meantime, guys. Get that out for you guys. And yeah, so let's go ahead and round things off. So as I said, man, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So enjoy your vacation. I said sub. Thank you for subscribing, Optimus Prime. That greatly does. I greatly do appreciate that. I'll put timestamps description for you guys if you guys are watching the replay that wants to see my thoughts on everything. So yeah, once again, guys, sorry Red couldn't join for today's stream. He had some other plans for tonight, so it's a bit of a shame. I kind of just found the news earlier today, so yeah, it is what it is. But we'll definitely have him for the Copa America final preview, guys. Don't worry, we'll definitely talk about it on the final preview, guys. So, anyways, I think we're gonna round up here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Please remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.